When you need a mortgage, don't stress at all. Just tune right in and give these guys.
Good morning, YouTube. Today is Tuesday, May 19th, and Panda's 1 year old today. So everyone wish her happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Panda.
Happy birthday, Panda. That went fast. I thought it was October.
Nope. She's a good girl. She passed out. So what's going on, boys?
Not much, man. Not much.
No?
Heat wave up here in the Berg, trying to kill my grass. I saw some of my neighbors also cutting the grass Sunday, real low, trying to kill it early. So I was told if you kill it in May, you don't have to cut it in June, July, or August. So
there you go. That's homeowner tip 101 from Tom Birko. Kill the grass. Who cares how it looks?
yeah, you don't have to cut it.
There it is. Hey, you could be like Anthony cuts like 2 or 3 lawns a week.
Hey, I just cut mine and my dad's, landlord
To be
stuff.
honest, I've thought about the same thing, Anthony. Zero turn for 7,500. There's 10 neighbors that I have that all have the same guy cut it. I could do it once a week, and I could have the thing paid off in one summer.
Side hustle, Tom.
Nah, I'm a hustler. I like that stuff.
Well, I mean, today's episode is all about the team, right? Tom's trying to build his own team out there, but we're going to talk about the real estate team. And when we talk about the real estate team, we're not talking about just realtors and managers and just on the real estate side. We're talking about the importance that we're seeing in today's business, in today's industry, of building a legitimate team where you have contacts throughout the industry. In every single part of the transaction, someone that's good that you can refer, that's going to get your clients to the closing table. What we also see that's bad is real estate agents, instead of having good contacts, trying to do 15 jobs themselves, and that never works properly.
Yeah, it's always best. I mean, it's not even just in real estate, in life. It's a good saying, stay in your lane, You got to stay in your lane. You have your own expertise. You know what you're doing on the real estate side to know the contract and the dates and those types of things. But it's also kind of your job to know the other parts of your team and to have those exclusive people that actually are good, like you said, that are good, not just names and number, that show up, that do the job properly, that help you move along deals and get people in homes. It's very important to have that team.
Anth, on that initial conversation, if you're a realtor, if you're working to gain that buyer's trust or that seller, when you're out there listing off, I got the loan officer, I got Anthony, I got a home inspector, you can pull up the list of everything that a realtor can have a connection with, but it is very impressive when an agent can really put together their team rather than just saying, oh, I can do it all for you.
Yeah, the team matters. Who you work with matters. There's not one person in the transaction that can do everything in the transaction. Knowledge, licensing, experience. There's a lot of moving parts that not everybody can actually do everything. And, there are some people out there that think they can do it all, and that creates confusion, and they have problems, and deals don't close. But in that same fashion, you want to work with a solid team that, how they do their work, how they treat the client, and how they work so that the teamwork through the process is seamless. Everybody's on the same page. Communication is important, and, working with the best team matters. So
yeah, when we're pre-approving someone, right? We have our teams. We're not out there telling a buyer, hey, you should offer this, right? We're saying, hey, you're pre-approved for this. Go talk to your realtor to build your best offer. When I have a title problem, I can't go tell a buyer, hey, I'll go fix this title problem for you. We have to work with the title company to get that work done. There may be lawyers needed. Insurance agents. I can't write an insurance policy, Tom. I don't know about you. Having a great insurance agent is a great part of the team. Appraisers. We can't appraise properties. You have to have good partners with appraisers. So it never ends, the detail that goes into how many partners you have. But I'm really seeing those top agents right now are showing, hey, I have the home inspector. I got the lender that will get you pre-approved. I got the mover. I got the cleaner. I got any inspector you need. And that is showing the value of why they should be being used to help them get to the closing table.
And it's not just the name that they're throwing out. Like, I have this appraiser, I have this lender, I have this. They have built a relationship over the years that person is going to answer the phone because of good business practices. And that is the connection. Everybody can have a phone number of an inspector, but is that inspector going to pick up your call when you call? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. You got to be on the sometimes yes side, and being on the sometimes yes side requires you to give back and build that team with them. It's all good business practice.
I mean, just like building any team, you can put a football team on the field. Doesn't mean you're going to be a Super Bowl champion, but when you build that great team, boy, this things run smooth. And it does take a small village to get a buyer to closing. But it's hard to find that village. We just want to be one part of it. We feel like we got the mortgage sector secured. We want you guys to get the real estate sector secured and then build our team out from there to make your offer stronger. Hey, call your home inspector. Can you get an inspection set up so you don't need 15 full days of inspection? Talk to us. Did we get an appraisal waiver? Do we have documents? Can we do a quick closing? Can you waive a contingency? All of this should be done in Anthony's favorite term, the pre-offer huddle. We should be bringing more and more people into that huddle. Again, it's not just the running back and the quarterback in the huddle before the play. We're bringing everyone in to build that out for the buyer to put that closing plan together.
Yeah, I mean, the huddle is very important. I mean, it's, there's a lot of things that go rogue, on the real estate side where, we pre-approve them for a specific, plan, and that ends up changing dramatically. And then everybody's wondering after the accepted offer, how we're going to make this work. Well, it's up to us on the lending side to try to make it work. But having that pre-offer huddle in advance, working together to make sure that offer is as strong as it can be, but also works for the buyer as well. So there's not issues after it gets accepted. That's part of the teamwork, and teamwork matters. Teamwork makes the dream work. I believe that's what they say. Yep. But everybody has to be on the same page. It's just not one person.
And you really hit the nail on the head there. And it really is all about the team. And the cheap way out to make your stronger offer, we get the calls all the time. How can we make the offer stronger? The cheap way is just raising the purchase price. That's the cheap way. That's the unknowledgeable way. There are plenty of ways in that contract, if we huddle up together, that we can make the offer stronger, not stupidly, not waiving things or making the buyer have more risk, but making the buyer understand that you could do multiple other items in that contract in lieu of just raising the purchase price.
Yeah. And it's always going to be done in that huddle. And it's always going to be done by asking questions and not acting like one person knows everything.
And when all sides are communicating, everyone knows what's going on. The buyer is happy. Word of mouth referral is the best way to get your name out there, and you keep the business train going.
That's it.
So that's all I got for today. We do have a notification. We will be off on Friday. It's wedding week, so we got to all prepare for that. The fellas are traveling down for my wedding. So we will be off Friday. We'll see you next week. And everyone, have a great time.
See you in the ATL. We might even have a live episode later.
Tom Ryan and